Hello and welcome to Awesome Bros, and this week we'll be talking about influencers. So you might be saying, Chris, why do you want to talk about stupid influencers? I'm sick of them, I'm tired of them, I don't want to hear about them anymore. Yes, it's been a mess over the last few weeks in the influencer or online beer world. But what I think is happening is that there's a lot of misconceptions and misunderstanding around the specific term influencers. Personally, I do hate it. I think that it's not derogatory, but it just doesn't fit what really an online creator is. But to explain that, I'm gonna put on my marketing glasses. Oh god. Oh, bad idea. And I'm gonna jump in on my little setup, little table, and I'm gonna do a little course on influencer marketing. Alright, so how does influencer marketing works? Online creators. To understand all that, let's compare to the filmmaking camera market. Brands like Sony, Canon, Fuji are teaming up with online creators for reviews and special events. To bring all this to light, I've chosen some of my favorite online creators to illustrate this subject a little bit more in depth. Starting with Gerald Undone with 74k subs. Sydney Diongzun, 85k subs. Maddie Apoya with 735k subs. Potato Jet with 388k subs. Oh, forgot it right here. And Saradici with 504k subs. All of them together equals roughly 2 million of potential audience that a brand can reach. So if you look at it from a brand standpoint, investing in influencer marketing becomes key for a camera brand in this case. They can target a very niche market with all those tech YouTubers and also obtain a much lower return on investment than traditional marketing methods like radio, TV, or just basic internet ads. What's very important to remember here is the cost of marketing investment is much lower than regular advertising in this case. But why are people so mad against influencers? First off, bad press. So we've seen them and we know about them. Traditional media is of course hurt by the shift of marketing budgets heading towards online creators instead of the good old-fashioned editorials or display ads on their papers or websites. They do benefit in some way from painting negative pictures of online creators that mess up. A pretty good example is the PewDiePie versus Wall Street Journal story. But again, cloud chasers are doing some stupid stuff online and attracts very bad press from the said media. I won't name any creators, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And why are people so frustrated about it in the beer market? It's because beer is a niche market. What does that mean? In the world of beer, most of the producers / breweries are small and the target audience is usually actionable per region. We're talking very, very, very tiny little bits of niche audiences. Most of them don't have the big marketing budgets to obtain a wider range of creators online or different advertising methods. Running a countrywide advertising campaign is not worth it if you run a business on a small scale. Let's say you brew your own beer in your little town. You want your locals to buy your actual beer. Not someone from BC or from California or from down there in Brazil. Yes, in one point with tourism, they're gonna show up, create some value for a business, but for now, you need to focus with the locals. And the third point I want to make is the commitment when buying beer. So let's draw a little graph of the commitment of two products that I recently purchased. Right here, we have $300,000 camera that I purchased. So right here, we have a $20 bottle of sour beer that I purchased recently. Obviously, I spent way more time looking at cameras, looking at videos, looking at actual online creators that tried and tested this camera, talked about it, reviewed it, used it. Even if they were paid or not by the camera brand, I still did my research for this. For the $20 bottle of sour, what really hooked me was probably the branding, what I read online a little bit, some of the pictures that I saw, or recommendations from my friends. We're still very local, and this is probably less than 5-minute decision compared to roughly a week of research. So the commitment to a specific brewery or beer brand is a lot different than the ones with higher priced product like cameras. The craft beer drinkers is the less loyal consumer of them all. And it's fine. We all want to drink something different every day, and we're all in quest for the ultimate tasting beer. And is there a better way to do this or to talk about this with a beer mail? But let's make this one the fastest beer unboxing beer mail that we've ever seen on the channel. Boom. Letter. Nuat. Cravache Double Sour. A new batch of Cuvée 12. Fugitive aux Pêches, aged 18 months in barrels. Cuvée des Étoiles, spontaneous fermented beer. Actually a collab with Pit Caribou. I'm super stoked about that. It's probably one of the last bottles left. Thanks. And Fugitive au Sureau, aged 18 months. Again, another sour with a different fruit. Pretty excited about that. Perfect little boot glass to celebrate summertime like a cowboy. Pretty dope beer mail from À la Feu. If you guys never heard about them, they're one of my favorite breweries out there in Quebec. Truly, they didn't pay me for that. I know we're already talking of this subject today, but if you have the opportunity to head down to Saint-Tite, if it's for the country festival or just for the beer, stop by. It's fantastic, and the beers they're making are always stellar. So I've summed up everything in this video to 3 points. Why is there so much negativity about online creators, and especially in the beer world? My first point is jealousy. Of course, all this is very appealing to someone that's right behind their fantastic little screen or bigger screen, watching, consuming the content, seeing that there's a lot of very amazing interactions. There's beer online creators out there that have huge followings. Speaking maybe La Petite Bière, who gets, if it's not 500 to 600 to 1K likes per photos. She gets a little bit of free beers here and then, just like we do. And for someone that's maybe not getting as much traction as the others, it might be a little bit somewhat of a bummer or a downer. But if you enjoy beer, as we do, don't be bummed out or sad about it, because we still do pay a lot for our beers, and this is what we want to do. We want to support the industry. We don't want to just live off free beer. We spend a lot of money on equipment, on time doing videos, so for me, it's just a reward for my hard work. Second point, transparency. Did you get it for free or not? Sometimes transparency is a thin layer of something that you don't see, that some creators might not work as hard as others to represent it. I'm always very transparent on what I say. One thing that we do focus on Hops and Bros is transparency. You might have realized already we don't do much reviews because mainly we want to stay transparent with that and basically enjoy the beer as it comes. And at one point, like beer reviews, it tends to get a little bit boring sometimes. And my third point is honesty. I've seen a couple of posts about that, some people that got really bad beers and they felt bad doing bad reviews around the stuff that they just bought or just purchased. I think it's perfect to be honest, and keeping your honesty will create a different connection with your audience. We are honest when we drink beer. Do we bring down a beer because it's bad? No, usually we're totally honest. We just go straight to the brewer, tell him the issues, and we cut down the content that we created around that. To be honest, really, we haven't really done that in a while. So yes, of course, there's a lot going on out there. There's a lot of people trying to get their piece of the pie in the world of online content creation. And no, not everyone lives from it. Me first, me and Max first, we don't live from that right now. But do we enjoy making it? Of course we do. And having the support from breweries, from you guys out there on YouTube, but even on Instagram and all that means a lot, and we wouldn't be there without this. So that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you haven't checked out the merch, the link is down there in the description. Support the show, support David Buis if you love his artwork, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers!